This is a new product, or rather a new product category from Corsair. This is from their gaming audio series, which until now didn't exist. It's the HS1, which I'm going to go ahead and guess stands for Headset 1. It is their first headset, and it is a USB gaming headset. Corsair is, of course, a gaming-oriented company, so it stands to reason they would want a gaming headset. You can see actually here on the front, it's got a little Dolby logo here with a headphone on it. So that's to indicate that it does feature Dolby headphone technology, so you can enjoy multi-channel games and movies in a way that ordinary stereo headsets can't match. That means that this does support 7.1 virtual surround. So even though it only has 2 speakers, it uses the built-in digital decoder to actually convert your USB port to the audio chip built in, and then take that digital signal and turn it into an analog output for your ears. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some of the other points while we open up the box, because that is what I do. I unbox products, and since headsets are a bit of a passion of mine, I'm actually going to test this one out, and I will let you know what I think. I'll either do it via annotations over top of this unboxing, or I will do a separate review video. But I've tinkered around with most of the gaming headsets from the key gaming peripheral companies, and I'm very interested to see how this one stacks up, especially because it's the first one that's actually a dedicated USB headset that I have had a look at. I mean, I've used some of the SteelSeries ones that are analog headsets with little USB adapters, but yeah, never one that's just purely USB. So it has massive 50mm drivers, which is competitive with some of the other high-end headsets on the market right now, and it is built for comfort, and I can already tell you that based on the construction of it right here. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about what is on the box, so why don't we go ahead and get started removing it from the packaging. So first of all, at the back, because it's a digital product and it uses USB, I'm going to go ahead and assume there's a driver CD in here. Stop! Do not return this product to the store. Contact Corsair support. Please disable your antivirus software. Huh. There you go. Disable your antivirus software while you install the product and then re-enable it. Apparently their software can be accidentally detected as a virus. So here's a quick start guide. Shows you how to put a disk in your computer. Shows you how to use the volume controls and whatnot. Wow, that was it. That was the whole thing. Awesome. Using the software, okay, allows you to enable and configure Dolby Headphone and Dolby Pro Logic 2X. Alright, well that's pretty much it. Oh, did I mention throw this away and download the latest from the Corsair website? Mind you, this product's so new, there probably aren't any driver updates yet, so it may actually be safe to use an included driver disk for the first time ever on Linus Tech Tips. Okay, wow, they're quite heavy, which I guess is both good and bad, because heavy, usually to me anyway, indicates you know, some actual materials went into the construction. But on the other hand, a heavy headset is, you know, there's a fine line, because you don't want a headset that weighs like 30 pounds either. That would get tiring fast. I'm still trying to figure out this box, because a professional unboxer. So yeah, the battery ran out. I know this is a common occurrence on my blog. Anyway, like I was saying, though I am a professional unboxer, I'm having quite a bit of difficulty with this box, because it doesn't appear to come apart in any straightforward manner. And that's making unboxing it a bit of a challenge. So as far as I can tell, there's a little door here. Okay, so from there I'm supposed to maybe pull out these cables. And then what? Then what indeed? Maybe this comes off? No? Don't want to force it. Okay, well, I'm going to do something. So I'm doing something I rarely do, and I'm just completely destroying the box here. There seem to be some perforations for you to more easily destroy it, but they're not even really that helpful. Yeah, it's a very strange box design. Never seen one quite like it. So here we are. This is the HS1 from Corsair. The first thing I want you to notice about it, and because it's the first thing I notice about it, is look how puffy the headband is. It's actually, okay, not only very thick. Here, you want to come in a little bit closer? Don't use the zoom. It's better not to use that. Not only is it very thick, but you can see there's kind of a very, very soft foam. Like, no matter how lightly I press on this, it easily gives way, and it's quite deep as well. So the hard part of the headband is actually quite deep inside there, and it feels like that would be very comfortable for extended gaming periods. Up at the top is also puffy, although that I can't imagine would have any effect on comfort. All right, let's have a look at the design of the headphones themselves. You can see they do fold up, so that would be helpful if you're packing them up to take to a LAN or for some other reason packing them up. They do swivel, so they swivel this way. Okay, so that will give you some flexibility if your head is shaped kind of like this, or like this, or like this, or if your head's shaped like this, then you'll also be able to wear the HS1 quite comfortably indeed. These hinges right here look very robust. So you can see the construction in them there. They are plastic, but you can see they use quite thick plastic pieces in their construction, and I really can't imagine you'd have much success breaking these even if you tried. There are many metal elements to these as well, which would explain the considerable weight to them. So this is metal, this piece right here. Oh, hard to say because it's quite cold. So it's cold, but it sounds like plastic, so I'm not really sure. I'm like 99% sure these are metal though. Okay. Let me just see. So, okay, you can see you've got a boom mic right here. So it goes all the way down this way. And it's adjustable. Okay, so it's not the first time I've seen a design like that, but you can tuck it up out of the way just like that. All right. It uses one cord. Okay, so it's a lot more convenient than some headsets that do use one cord to each earphone, but rather it has one cord and then it goes up through the head piece and then down to the other ear. All right, so why don't I go ahead and put these on, and then we can see what kind of a fashion statement they are. Oh, those are really comfy actually. Those are nice. So you've got some adjustments in here. So if you have kind of a taller head, well, you can see they're actually very adjustable. So even if I had that much more of a tall head, I'd be able to wear these quite comfortably. And so yeah, I mean, I'm gonna adjust them to more like a smaller head size right there. So you can see I've gone ahead and adjusted that out a little bit. And the ear cups are absolutely huge. So I don't know if you can compare it to the size of my ears here, but it fits over very comfortably, even with my earrings on hanging down below my ear. So it doesn't put any pressure on the earrings, which is actually kind of a nice thing. Based on how much I can hear outside, they're fairly open, although it's hard to say 100% for sure because I don't know if I saw any notes on the box about whether these are an open or a closed headset. They're noise isolating. Okay, so they are going to call these closed, but I can tell you one thing, is that the closed headphones I've used in the past that have been more effective at isolating noise don't use a foam earpiece, but they usually use like a fake leather, like a pleathery material, and that will cause it to isolate the sound a little bit better. Although one advantage you do get from like a hybrid design where it's using a closed ear cup, but then you've got a little bit of sound leakage here, is that you will actually be able to hear people who are talking to you in the same room a little bit better, although you will get a little bit more sound leakage out from the headphones to the people around you, so they'll be able to hear what you're listening to, which should be fine as long as it's nothing, too outlandish. Okay, so you can see that's where the mic sits, so it's a very comfortable distance from my mouth anyway. And what's nice about it sitting off to the side like this is that when I breathe out when I talk, it's not going to have air brushing past the mic and create that whooshing noise. So it should pick up the sound really well because of the distance to my mouth, but the fact that it's not sitting right in front of it means that it should be a more clear sound. So we'll have a look at the cord itself. It's a braided covered sleeved cord, very, very nice, very tangle resistant. I mean, you probably can't even tie this in a knot if you try to. I mean, maybe you could, but it would come out quite easily, even if you did that. So that's a pretty good design feature. And then here we have a mute button, audio control. These are nice big buttons, so they should be fairly easy to find should you be concerned about how to find them. And then last but not least, there we go. The unique feature of these headphones is that they are entirely USB powered, entirely USB driven. So what that means is that you don't even need a sound card to use this headset. So that means if you have like a laptop with crummy sound, and let's face it, most laptops have crummy onboard sound, then this is a perfect solution because you can go ahead and plug it into a USB port and all the sound processing is done up here. So thank you for checking out my unboxing of the HS1. Once I have a chance to play around with them a little bit, I will let you know my impressions. And don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips.